to another episode of Shooting Stars. Today, our shooting star is...
I'm Florence. I'm from Cedar Girls Secondary School and I was from Canossa Catholic Primary School.
Florence have been with my stretcher for a good 6 years, right? And I've known Florence for a while, right? And I know that she is a very, very special girl. She's very resilient and she is willing to try everything, right? Regardless of how difficult they are, but yet she is willing to give it a go. So let us hear from you today, Florence, and then you can share with our fellow audience our life experiences going through education, primary school, secondary school, and also at My Stretcher.
The transition between primary and secondary school was a little challenging for me because not only was there an increase in the number of subjects, but the intensity of the workload also increased.
So out of these 8 subjects, do you find difficulty in some of them?
The humanities were more difficult for me because it was new to me at first. But having learning social studies in primary school, I think it laid a foundation for the humanities in secondary school. But the subject that I found most challenging was probably geography because it relied a lot of real world concepts.
Okay. So how do you overcome such difficulty or the challenges you may face in these new subjects?
I think reading the news helps.
How does reading the news help?
There are more real world concepts and I understand how these concepts fit into reality. Like for example, in year 1 we learned a lot about deforestation and it was also kind of interesting because only then did I realize that because for example, Japan uses a lot of wood for their construction works and their interior design, and this also affected the world's deforestation.
Okay, it's interesting then. That's for geography, right?
Yeah.
So is that one of your favorite subjects now?
Currently, yes.
Florence, you've been with My Stretcher for a good 6 years, right? That was when you were primary?
Primary 3.
Primary 3. So what subjects did you take at first?
I took English, Math, and Science.
And are you particularly weak in them? That is why you took tuition in them?
I think I'm particularly more weak in my languages, like English. Yeah.
So how has attending My Stretcher helped you?
My chemistry teacher has always been very friendly and approachable.
Who is that?
It's teacher Rohaya.
Okay.
And she has always been very welcoming to my questions. And I often ask her if I have any doubts during lesson or if I have any questions that I have with my schoolwork. And this has helped me with my revision a lot. And also my English teacher, Teacher Joyce, she also helped me a lot and helped me develop some good study habits like highlighting keywords. And this has helped me a lot across all my subjects because this habit helped me to focus on what each question requires, and this also leads me to what kind of answer I should have and what kind of techniques I should use to solve it.
Just want to ask you, maybe just summarize in 3 words, yeah? How would you describe My Stretcher teachers?
Friendly, approachable, and kind.
Any favorite moments that you have experienced at My Stretcher?
I felt that this year was the streaming year for me, so it was especially a lot more stressful than what I've experienced in the past years. And I think my science, my marks were really not very good because I could not grasp the key concepts and everything. But teacher Rohaya helped me to improve my marks a lot because I was able to ask her questions and she obviously welcomed it a lot. Yeah.
Are you in the O-level or the IP stream?
I'm in the IP stream.
Okay, so by attending English, mathematics, and science at My Stretcher, does it directly help you in your IP curriculum?
Yeah, I think that it has helped me a lot because My Stretcher helps me to familiarize with what kind of questions I should expect. So such practices and the constant guidance from the teachers helped me develop more confidence for my exams.
The curriculum at My Stretcher align in terms of the sequencing of this, the topics with whatever is being taught in school?
Of course, because be it for whatever subject, especially for math and science, I think that the subjects and the topics are in line with what I learned in school. So this helps me to be able to revise both my schoolwork and my tuition work effectively.
Do you attend online or physical classes?
When there was COVID-19, I did attend the online lessons. Yeah, but currently I take the physical lessons.
Okay. But how do you find attending online lessons?
I think that it was quite enjoyable too, and it also didn't affect my studies that much because I would just ask the teachers if I have any questions, and if I have no questions, I will just submit the work to them. So there has also not been that much of interruption in my studies.
Okay. I also understand that, Florence, you attended some mind stretcher workshops, right? Some essay writing workshops. And what's the name of the workshop?
I took part in various workshops and events such as the PSLE boot camp, the last lab. So I took part in the essay writing course this year because I felt that the course could help me strengthen my English foundation, and it also helped me as I learned a lot on how I can improve on my essay writing.
So before you attend any of these online stretcher courses and workshops, how were you doing in terms of your writing of essays?
I think I was doing quite average because sometimes I could not grasp like what kind of techniques I should use, be it like in the introduction or like the conclusion or maybe even like the body part of the essay. But attending the English writing courses has helped me to improve my essay writing. Before I could only get like a B4, but currently I can get like a B3 or A2.
Okay, that's good to hear. Maybe can you elaborate a little bit on the techniques that you have learned and those techniques you have applied in your essay writing?
Like introduction, there's like the hook. Recently tried to use like quotes from famous politicians and such. And this I think has helped me to improve on my essay writing. There are also like model essays which I could learn more vocabulary from, and this has also helped to expand the range of vocabulary I've been using.
So in the mind stretcher curriculum, are there some vocabulary that you can pick up?
Of course, because in every model essay or like situational writing, there is always like a table of new vocabulary words that people and like the students may not necessarily have known already. And this has helped me to also expand the range of vocabulary I've been using.
For these 6 years that you have been with us, I personally have seen you grown, right, from introverted girl to a very self-confident lady that I see today. Do you feel that this building of self-confidence has anything to do with attending classes at My Stretcher?
I think like my stretcher have given me a lot of chances to speak in front of the public. So this has helped me to improve my self-confidence and also my public speaking skills. And I'm very grateful to my stretcher for that.
What kind of public speaking classes did you attend at My Stretcher?
I took the MS Master Speakers class before, and this has also helped me to improve on my pronunciation and like my confidence in front of speaking of the public.
I think you are one of the students that we see that is very, very resilient and willing to give a go, about anything, even something that you're not good at. Maybe you want to also let our younger audience, have some word of advice for them so that they can also grow up to be very inspired to be like what you are.
I think that perseverance is key to achieving greater heights. If you think that you might be facing the biggest academic hurdle in your life right now, maybe you'll face a bigger hurdle in your life in the future. So you should just try to overcome it as best as you could, and also focus on what you like and your passion. For me, I personally like music, so music helps me to distress and also helps me to focus more on my studies.
We have a wonderful time with Florence, and I would like to formally thank you again for spending this afternoon with us, sharing with us and the audience your education experiences so far.
Yeah.
Right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.